Hey guys, good morning. It's me. And I wanted to do a quick video this morning. I've actually been up since 5 a.m. And I went to bed at 12. It's weird. I kind of woke up with, I don't know, just more focus. And I think you need more focus these days, with everything that's going on, all the chaos and stress and crazy things that are happening in our nation. We need to find ways to recoup, re energize, re strategize, and fight for your peace. And so, what I ended up doing, because you guys know I like to rent the cabin to go do some writing because I love writing and I couldn't get a cabin this time. I couldn't rent a cabin for the weekend because now they have this new rule at the state parks that you have to rent it for 7 days. And I just didn't have the finances. I didn't want to spend the money for a week in the cabin because plus you got to get the groceries and I couldn't take I didn't want to take a whole week off from work and I didn't want to work from the cabin because the whole point of me going to the cabin is to get away and not take my work with me because today's video is I was going to do a video about more about the riots and race relations and what's going on in our nation, but I really felt the need to take a break from that. Not that it's not important, not that I don't want to talk about it, because I do believe I want to do my part in creating a bridge and to work on healing. Because that's what I do. I mean, I'm a counselor. I'm all about helping people become the best version of themselves as I work on being the best version of me. So I ended up renting a hotel for a couple days just to get some peace from my house. You guys know for those who are on my Facebook page, you guys know I have all my grandkids there, and without a doubt, I love them hands down. Um, when they move out, I will miss them tremendously. But needless to say, during this whole process with the COVID, now the riots, now police forces are disbanding supposedly, and I even heard Seattle is got some sort of Mad Max revolution going on there, where I guess I'm not going to say the protesters. I guess people have gotten together and formed barricades. I mean, I gotta look at it more to do some research. But without a doubt, our world, as we know it, is in chaos, extreme chaos, and so when you have chaos going on in the world around us. And I don't know anybody in the nation that hasn't been affected by the COVID and the quarantine. I mean, all of my stress relieving techniques have been stripped away. I couldn't go backpacking, couldn't go camping, couldn't go get a massage, couldn't go to boxing class. And when I ordered exercise equipment, it still hasn't come, because mailing was, you know, just frozen. So you couldn't even get the things that you needed to relieve stress. So I was feeling it. It was affecting everything. My relationship with my wife, my patience with the grandkids, the way I was reacting at work. I have been more tired than ever. And I don't get tired. I love what I do. But I found myself becoming very, very weary with counseling, and that's scary for me. And I had to take a look at some things, because sometimes we in our country, um Instead of acknowledging the problem, we will dig in and create a greater denial, and so we just push forward just in dysfunction, then actually take a step back and say, you know what, we need to fix this thing. And so I had to take a step back and say, okay, what's going on? Will, why am I so tired? Oh, I'm getting like a new, at least two new clients every week. My caseload is bigger. I'm working harder, and my sessions are more intense because I'm dealing with, stress, anxiety. I mean, which is turned into overdoses, suicidal thoughts, anger, and fear. So much fear. And I'm only human. That stuff starts to affect me, because my way of coping with absorbing all that is I would process it out, in boxing class, in church, through the praise and worship that we'd have every Sunday morning at my church. I mean, I would process all of the negativity out of my system through what I was doing, and I literally would tell people I'm burnout proof. Okay, and that was all cool. That was all groovy, and I'm sure it was cool for all of us. I mean, me and my wife used to do date night every week. Same thing I tell my couples that I'm working with. But we can't go out. You know, so that's affected our relationship, and I've fallen into the rut of just working. And some of us have fallen into the rut of working and stressing, and some of us aren't even able to work. We're just stressing. So when that occurs, the stress level, normally stress just, climbs, little by little, but, we have to understand, if we are being honest with what's going on, that our stress level has jumped from 5 to 15 literally overnight. Literally overnight. And we didn't have good coping skills to begin with. Some of us, most of us, and so now here we are stuck in the middle of a whirlwind of emotions, stress, challenges, adversity, and we're crumbling. We're crumbling from the inside out. And I know for me, when things aren't working and things are completely out of control, and I don't know which way is up, that fear for me turns into fury. I become irritated and angry. And I and I know I've got a couple friends that do that too. And when I recognize that, I have to be extra mindful to take care of myself. I've gone back to going hardcore on my nutrition, because that's the natural way I detox my stress, is just through vegetables, water, and lean protein, man. Because my body needs it. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but there's that winter weight, but now there's also the corona weight, and I don't very few of us have lost weight during this process. I'm just gonna put it out there. Most of us are coming back, a little hefty, and I was hefty to begin with. So I had to get back to drinking more water, getting my vitamins, working out at home, but not only that, finding new creative ways to smile. I was camping in the backyard, and doing that. Just little things. It's little things that we need to do. Little Nate was reading a story to me yesterday for his homework, and I said, you know what? I'm thinking to myself. I said, we need to do that more, because he enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, and it was a break. Our brains need to take a break from the stress. For those of you who are feeling overwhelmed with what's going on in our nation, and I get it. You need to understand that your mind, your soul can only take so much before it starts to react in a negative way. We have a limit, and you got to recognize that limit. And you have to take care, more so than any other time in history, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to go for walks. We need to smell the roses. We need to do all these things that will bring health and wellness back into our life, because right now it's a fight for our sanity. And a lot of us are losing that fight. And that's why I do these videos. I was gonna do a video on, Black Lives Matter and white privilege. And I wanted to do it because I want to thoroughly explain those two very intense phrases, because there's not any explanation that goes with them, and they are offensive to people, on different sides. They really aggravate and cause stress and anxiety just hearing that. And I mean, that's why I do my videos. I want to do my videos to bridge the gap, to create a healing process. I'm a counselor. I'm invested in people being the best version of themselves as I work on being the best version of me. So when I do my videos, I don't want to contribute to the chaos and the anger and the rage and the fear. I want to be a part of the healing process. Now, and I want you to do the same thing. But in order to do that, we have to heal ourselves first. So when you look at, I mean, it's a beautiful day today. Are you going to go for a walk? Are you going to read a book? Are you going to listen to music? Are you going to play some games with the kids? What are you doing today to take care of yourself? Seriously. Or are you just working? Have you gone from working at your job to just working at home? Have you gone from working at home to just working on your worry? Some of us have made a career move out of worrying. Some of us have made it our life goal to find different ways to be stressed. And if you continue to do that and you don't relearn the essential skill of smiling, you're going to go down and be one of the statistics of stress. During this time that we're in, we need to be sober-minded. My YouTube channel is called Savage Sobriety, and it's not just about alcohol and drugs. It's about being sober-minded enough to make good decisions every day. Not just on Tuesday, not just on Sunday when you went to church, but every day. Every day. And so I'm encouraging you guys to start that today. Start it today. Do something that brings life back into your life. Do something that helps you be able to breathe. And then pass it along. So that's my message for this morning, guys. I mean, you guys know I love you. I mean, I love you guys. And I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for our country. I'm praying for myself. I mean, and I know my videos aren't for everybody, but for the select few that want to be inspirations and not full of desperation, these videos are for you. For those who want to learn how to love beyond the color lines, these videos are for you. For those who want to be full of forgiveness and not fury, these videos are for you. And I want you to pass it on. Pass on the lesson. I don't care if my YouTube page ever blows up. I don't care. I know, and I was looking at my statistics, and it's funny because there are more people that actually watch my videos than actually join my page. And that's cool. That's cool with me. Being a YouTube influencer and making millions was never, I mean, if that happens, that's great. But I mean, I never really thought about that as a viable resource financially. I just do these videos because, one, I need to hear the words that I'm saying. And for two, I know there are a few people out there that are with me, that are digging this, and that look to me for some inspiration. And so I just want to be out there with y'all. We're gonna do this thing together. All right. So peace, love, and hair grease. And I'll talk to you later. All right.